Give yourself credit. This is just a quick video just to remind ourselves to really look back on all the things we've accomplished and what we're moving towards. Sometimes a little hard on myself. I can beat myself up, but when I write down all the things that I've accomplished that I maybe didn't think I was ever going to, it really does fill my heart. I actually had to write these down because my ADD mind's kind of all over the place. So the first thing is just to be like thankful and give yourself credit for handling heavy mental health situations. I've always struggled with my mental health. It's like I'm very clear and candid about it because a lot of us are have these issues or have like struggle mentally, and to be able to be in the mind state that I am is really cool. I feel like I've evened out. Whether it's through therapy or supplements or I had to be on antidepressants, which I'm not ashamed of. My brain literally just does not make enough dopamine, and I figured out what really works. And it also involves yoga, it involves running, it involves um, so many spiritual practices that I'm not afraid of. I really have done a lot of the spiritual work, and I feel like a lot of us have done a lot of like spiritual work and um, just work behind the scenes that we don't really give ourselves credit for because it's not obvious. You don't have people patting you on the back for handling a tough situation or um, a situation that would normally trigger you. You don't have that. So sometimes going back and reminding yourself of, oh my God, I really handled that situation elegantly and didn't lose myself. That's a big thing for me too. Just not to lose myself at my job because my job was very stressful. And um, every time that trigger comes up, I'm getting better and better and better at just handling it, you know? Just handling it with grace, handling it.
Sorry, the audio cut out. I was saying just handling things with grace and maturity, and that's something to be proud of. And then I mentioned to give yourself credit for evolving as an artist. I feel like we don't do that enough, so I explain that here.
Hit a plateau um, this year, last year. It's just acrylic hasn't really been working for me. I've just been every time I've tried to create an acrylic painting, it just hasn't worked. Lately, I've gone into oil pastel, and it really has brought me back to childhood. I'm really excited and kind of have this like wonder of like what I could create with it. And it's more of a painterly practice, but I've just done a few studies, but I'm very happy with them. And yeah, it's just really exciting to kind of go on a new venture. And as far as the art is concerned, I need to be proud of myself for even just showing up. I'm It's been hard for me to show up consistently on YouTube because they're longer form and I just have like a high standard. So sometimes I don't put things out when it's not the standard that I have in my head, but I'm learning to just kind of let go and just, share my journey wherever I'm at with it. Um, so I'm doing that, and I think that's something to be proud of. Next one would be showing up authentically. I think that's the one that I'm really, really proud of. I've been so honest on TikTok, just like very straightforward. For some reason, it's easy for me to just record a moment as opposed to moments, like a longer form video, because I could just like record a thought and that's it. But and I'll get better on here about it. But on TikTok, I've been sorry, y'all. I've just been not afraid to say my piece. And they're never offensive thoughts. They're never thoughts that are, um, yeah, they're never offensive or anything like that. But they might be unconventional, and I just don't care anymore. Like, especially even at my work, I don't care who I get along with, who doesn't, who F's with me, who doesn't, because I know who I am at the end of the day. And if I don't vibe with you, you're not my people, and I accept that. You know what I mean? Like, it's more of like a now I know. I'm just more informed, and it's less people for me to f with, for lack of better words. Like, I like my space, I like my silence, I like my energy, and if you come in with weird energy, I don't want that a part of my life. So there's that, and then the last one would be. Oh, I'm sorry. Again, I'm looking down at my notes because, again, ADD. Last one would be, yeah, caring less and less what people think. I think that's so important. I think it happens with age, and we always have a little bit of concern about that, but it's it gets easier and easier, to just stand in your truth and not have to change for any room or anyone, because I'm really developing this confidence, this fire, that Leo fire that's inside of me that does not care about what the circumstances are. I'm gonna figure it out. Um, I figured out things before. I'll figure out again. So, um, this kind of video is all over the place, but I just really want to share my feelings on that and how to just you can remind yourself to give yourself credit because you deserve it. And sometimes the outside world won't tell you. So if you could just write a few things down that you did today, maybe during the weekend, um, I think your soul will be happy and you'll just be happy at the end of the day. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Talk to you later.